There are two ways to execute any specific action. One of them is doing it by yourself, and another is asking a guru to guide you. But modern day commercialization has eliminated Guru Shishya Parampara. Now, gurus have been replaced by coaching mafias. They are so hell-bent on earning big bucks that they can even burn Bharatvarsh for that purpose. Hi and welcome to TFI English, the national socio-political analysis arm of the TFI Media Group. I am your host Piyush, and if you haven't subscribed to the TFI English channel yet, please hit the subscribe button and press the bell icon to receive all the latest updates. Coming back to the story, in this video I will tell you why coaching mafia is miffed at the Agnipath scheme and is resorting to provoking gullible students. Let's begin. When you are blessed with specific talent, it becomes your responsibility to pass it on to the future generation. More specifically, if you are training a defense aspirant, not only do you need to impart your knowledge, but you are also required to teach them how to control their rage. But the recently launched Agnipath scheme has exposed all these coaching mafias. They are not just spreading misinformation, but also provoking gullible students. A wave of violence has engulfed the nation. Ironically, the people who were preparing to protect the nation's sovereignty and integrity are the ones standing up in arms against the government elected by the very people they were intending to protect. The spat of violence was first reported from Bihar. Students claiming to be army aspirants first jumped onto the road protesting against the scheme. It was only a matter of time before some nefarious elements entered the fold and protests took a violent turn. Train bogies were burned to ashes, leading to cancellation of dozens of trains. Various roads were also blocked. The mayhem was so rampant that Sanjay Jaiswal, Bihar BJP president, was also attacked. Soon it spread like wildfire to other states. The violence forced Haryana government to impose Section 144 and shut down information dissemination for a brief period. So, who is responsible for it all? The short answer is everyone. The anchors of news channels did their job by magnifying the visuals. The opposition also did its job by not going in depth on the issue. However, all of this could have been stopped if one institution had acted responsibly. There may be thousands of reasons for protests to erupt, but there is only one reason for them to go out of hand. That reason is their coaches. Because there is a very limited window for defense aspirants to serve the nation, they want to leave no stone unturned in preparing for the service. So, they go to coaches. These coaches are either former defense personnel or a former player of repute in a particular geography. Most of the time, these coaches run their own coaching institute. In their coaching institutes, the aspirants are asked to surrender their minds and body. We're not criticizing it, as army requires total dedication from its soldiers. Additionally, armed forces also require people to engage in a teamwork environment. So these coaching institutes open how much time an individual takes. Aspirants spend anywhere between 3 months to 3 years in these institutes. Their moral, social and cultural views are shaped by their coaches. And lest we forget to tell you, these coaching institutes charge a specific amount as well. Yes, over a period of time, these institutes become a source of earning for their coaches. This is where Agnipath scheme struck hard. Since the scheme makes it mandatory to serve only 4 years, these coaching institutes thought that their business will be curtailed. By looking at the eligibility and terms of service, the national corollary, any in which we normally operate tells us that you do not need to prepare at a full throttle for short-term assignments. Going by this assumption, coaching institutes' business would be drastically cut down. At the same time, various experts started to air their issues with the Agnipath scheme. These coaching centers sniffed an opportunity and told their students that they will be the ultimate losers. Because these students do not go into details of any recruitment, coaching centers elaborate on various technicalities to them. Students seem to be having communicated that at the end of 4 years they will retire empty-handed with a bleak future. Nothing is more dangerous than a prediction of diminished life expectancy. Aspirants directly jumped onto the road and started to revolt. But the fact of the matter is that because the joining rank remains the same, there is no change in physical or educational criteria. The coaching mafias did not even care about the impact of these protests on the defense aspirants' psyche. Defense aspirants are nation-loving youth. They love their country more than anything else. That is why they sacrifice their youth years for the nation. There could be no better service to the nation than surrendering your absolute potential to the defense of the country. However, even the most nation-loving patriots want the state to take care of their families. There is nothing wrong with it. The law of nature is such that the first love of any person is their family. The very fact that youth are ready to sacrifice their life, leaving their families in tatters, tells us how much they love their motherland. The only compensation any state can give these soldiers is to ensure them that their family's future will be secure in case anything goes haywire. That is why Modi government and Defense Ministry served a specific and hefty amount at the end of 4 years for them. But coaching centers can't see their cash cow drifting away from them. This is the crux of entire anti-Agnipath protests.